Good morning children, welcome to 8th video. In the previous video, we have learned about value of a polynomial. We have done few sums also related to that. In this video, we will continue the same exercise, exercise 2.2 second main. Exercise 2.2 second main. Find p of 0, p of 1, p of 2 for each of the following polynomials. First one, p of t equals 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. This is the question. So variable is t here. So first you have to find p of 0. How you will find? Last video we have done, instead of t you have to put 0. 2 plus 0 plus 2 into 0 square minus 0 cube, which is equal to 0 is 0 only, 2 into 0 again 0, this is also 0. Full term will become 0, only constant will become the answer. I told you in the last video only, whenever p of 0 comes, constant term will be the answer. So next one is p of 1. So wherever t comes, you have to put 1. So 2 plus, instead of this t, 1 plus 2 into 1 square minus 1 cube. That is equal to 2 plus 1 plus 2 into 1 square. 1 square how much? It is 1 only. 2 into 1 it is 2 minus 1 cube how much? It is 1 only. So that is answer is positive 1 and negative 1 you can cancel. So remaining will be 2 plus 2, it is 4. So this is the way you have to do the sums. Next one is p of 2. So instead of t you have to put 2. 2 plus, see here instead of t you have to put 2 plus 2 into t square means 2 square minus t cube means 2 cube, which is equal to 2 plus 2 plus 2 square how much? 4. 4 into 2, 8 minus 2 cube how much? 2 into 2 into 2, it is also 8 only. So plus 8 and minus 8 you can cancel, remaining again answer is 4. So hope you understood this children. Next topic is 0 of a polynomial. This is, see the difference, 0 of a polynomial. In last video we have learned about 0 polynomial. Do you remember? That is 0 only, the number 0. So degree of 0 polynomial is not defined and all we have learned. But this is 0 of a polynomial. Both are entirely different. 0 of a polynomial means if a number, in general if you are saying small letter a, if any number is said to be a 0 of a polynomial, then in p of x, given polynomial p of x, if we assign the value a instead of x, we have to get 0. That is, p of a equals 0 if we are getting, then a is called 0 of the polynomial. A is called the 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial. So value you have to get 0. After assigning the number, if you are getting 0 as answer, then that number, which value you have given, that value is called the 0 of the polynomial. You have learned in 8th standard linear equations solutions. How to find the solution of linear equation, what is a solution and all you have learned. The same thing only here. There for equation you have used root, solution or root of the equation. Here for polynomials we are using 0. So 0 of a polynomial and root of a solution or root of an equation, both are same only. Understood? So when you will do the sum, you will understand properly. One example I will show you. Given p of x, given polynomial is x square minus 2x. Given the number x equals 2. You have to check that whether 2 is a 0 of this given polynomial. You have to check it. Check whether 2 is a 0 of the given polynomial. So what you have to do? You have to find p of 2. So p of x is equal to x square minus 2x. P of 2, instead of x, you have to substitute 2. So 2 square minus 2 into 2. X is 2, so here x 2 square. So 4 minus 4, that is equal to 0. See, you got answer as value of the polynomial as 0. So if the value is 0, then 2 is the 0 of the given polynomial. So what you have to do is, you have to substitute the value, given value, and find whether you are getting the value 0. If it is 0 means the given number is the 0 of the polynomial. If other than 0 any number comes as value, it is not the 0 of the polynomial. Hope you understood. Few rules are there related to 0 of a polynomial. A 0 of a polynomial need not be always 0. See here 2 it has come. Sometimes 0 when you will put, in this example only, if you put 0, p of 0 will be 0 square minus 2 into 0. 0 minus 0, it is 0 only. So 0 also is a 0 of the polynomial of this given polynomial. So first note is, a 0 of a polynomial need not be always 0. Sometimes 0 can come. 0 may be a 0 of a polynomial. So other than 0 also can become 0 of a polynomial. Second rule is, every linear polynomial means what? Degree should be 1. Every linear polynomial has only one 0. That is the second rule. Every linear polynomial has one and only one 0. So that is the second rule. Now, how many zeros will be there for a quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial means degree should be 2. So degree, if it is 2, means it should have 2 zeros. And how many zeros should be there for cubic polynomial? Cubic polynomial degree is 3, so it should have 3 zeros. Understood? Like that. So that is the third rule. Every quadratic polynomial has 2 zeros and every cubic polynomial has 3 zeros. Now, what about constant polynomial? Constant polynomial means any number. Constant polynomial has no 0. That is the next rule. Fourth one, constant polynomial has no 0. Now every real number can become the 0 of the polynomial, and a polynomial can have more than one 0 also. So these are the rules of 0 of a polynomial. Now we will come back to the exercise 2.2 sums related to 0 of a polynomial. Third main, verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. First question is, p of x is equal to 3x plus 1. X value is given as x equals minus 1 by 3. You have to check whether minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of this given polynomial. What you should do? You have to substitute x equals minus 1 by 3. So p of minus 1 by 3 equals 3 into minus 1 by 3 plus 1. So this 3 and 3 cancel. It is only minus 1 plus 1. What is minus 1 plus 1? Both opposite sign, it will get cancelled. Answer is 0. So what conclusion you can write? Minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. That is, minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of the given polynomial. So conclusion you should write like this. Hope you understood, children. Second question is, p of x is equal to 5x minus pi. This is pi, where x is equal to 4 by 5. So you have to check that 4 by 5 is a 0 of the given polynomial or not. So just assign the value. Instead of x, you have to put 4 by 5 equals 5 into 4 by 5 minus pi. 5 and 5 get cancelled. 4 minus pi is the answer. This is not 0. So 4 by 5 is not, x equals 4 by 5 or 4 by 5 is not a 0 of the given polynomial. So that is the answer. So if you are getting 0, it is 0 of the polynomial. If you are not getting 0, any other number if you are getting also, it is not 0 of the polynomial. Next sum is p of x equals lx plus m, where x is equal to minus m by l. So you have to substitute minus m by l instead of x. So p of minus m by l equals L into minus m by L, so instead of x minus m by L plus m. This L and L cancel, it is minus m plus m, which is equal to, both opposite sign cancel 0. So what your conclusion you should write? Minus m by L is a 0 of the polynomial. So this is the conclusion. Minus m by L is a 0 of the polynomial. Next sum is p of x is equal to 3x square minus 1, where x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. So you have to check whether minus 1 by root 3 is a 0 of the given polynomial. For that, what you should do? You have to find p of minus 1 by root 3, that is equal to 3 into minus 1 by root 3 the whole square, x square, x is this one, square like that only, minus 1, which is equal to 3 into this one square, minus into minus, it will become positive. So the answer will become positive. 1 square means it is 1 only, by root 3 into root 3. So root 3 into root 3 is equal to root of 9, which is equal to root 9. 9 is a perfect square. So answer is 3. So 3 times any root, same root comes, answer will be removing the root, that number only will become the answer. So 1 by 3 minus 1. So minus 1 by root 3 whole square is positive 1 by 3. Now 3 and 3 cancel. So remaining it is 1 here equals 1. This minus 1 like that only, answer is 0. So if value is 0, what conclusion you can write? That is minus 1 by root 3 is a 0 of the given polynomial. So hope you understood this. 0 of a polynomial, how to find the number, they will, in the question only they will give. Next main is find the 0 of the polynomial. So x value is not given, you have to find. First one, p of x is equal to x plus 5. So the question is, for which value of x this polynomial will become 0. Polynomial's value will become 0. For that, what you have to do is, the given polynomial first you should write and equate it to 0. So now it has changed to a linear equation. So equal to some number comes, it will change to an equation. An algebraic expression equal to some number it comes, it will change to equation. Now this is a linear equation. So linear equation, how to solve it? Last year you have learned. So x, which value, which variable you have to find, you have to keep it there and take this positive 5 to the other side, or you will call it as transposing. So 0 is already there, positive 5 will change to minus 5. 0 minus 5 is negative 5. Changing the sign and symbol, last year you have learned addition and subtraction of integers. So answer will be minus 5. So if x equals minus 5, if you substitute instead of x, you will get the value of the polynomial as 0. We will just check it. This is only verification, no need to do that. So p of minus 5, instead of x, I have put minus 5, which is equal to, here also instead of x, you have to put minus 5 plus 5. See, minus 5 plus 5, opposite sign, same number, cancel it, answer is 0. That means minus 5 is the 0 of the polynomial. So here also you can conclude minus 5 is the 0 of the polynomial. So like that only, any polynomial if it is given also, equate it to 0, make it a linear equation and then linear equation or quadratic equation, whatever it is, make it an equation, then find the value of x. That x value will give the 0 of the polynomial. Next sum, p of x is equal to 3x minus 2. What is the 0 of the polynomial? So first what you should do, 3x minus 2, you have to equate it to 0. Now 3x term, wherever x term comes, that you have to keep it there. Remaining number you have to take it to the other side or transpose it. So 3x I am keeping it here. Minus 2 I am transposing. This will change to 0 minus 2. 0 minus negative 2. That is, it will become plus 2. Minus 2 will transpose it. It will become plus 2. So x is equal to, now here it is multiplication. So this 3 will come down, 2 by 3. So answer is x is equal to 2 by 3. Next sum is p of x is equal to ax, where a is not equal to 0. This condition is given. If a is 0 means this will become p of x is equal to 0. So only that condition is given. Now what you have to do first step for finding the 0 of a polynomial? You have to take the polynomial and substitute to 0, equal to 0. And now what you have to find? X value you should find. X is equal to, a will come to the other side. Here it is multiplication. So it will change to division. 0 by any number is 0 only. So when x is equal to 0, you will get the value of the polynomial as 0, or you can say that 0 is the 0 of the given polynomial. Given polynomial. Fourth sum, p of x is equal to cx plus d, where c not equal to 0. If c becomes 0, that x term will become 0. That's why that condition they have given. Now what you have to do first step to find the 0 of this polynomial? Given polynomial, you have to equate it to 0. Then what you should do? You have to find the x value. Now this is a linear equation. So x value, how you will find? The x term you have to keep it there. Positive d you have to take it to the other side. Positive d when you will take, it will change to negative d. 0 minus d it is, 0 minus d is minus d only. Now x value you should find. X equals, here it is multiplication, so it will come down as division, d by c. So when x is equal to minus d by c, the value of this polynomial will become 0, or minus d by c is the 0 of the polynomial. So conclusion you should write, therefore minus d by c is the 0 of the given polynomial. So how to find that 0 of the polynomial? Hope you understood. So given polynomial, you have to take it and equate it to 0. Find x value. That x value will be the 0 of the polynomial. Our next topic is remainder theorem. This is not a very big theorem and all. Don't get panic. So it's simple theorem only. In 8th standard, you have learned the division of polynomials. How to divide a polynomial by monomial, and how to divide a polynomial by binomial and all. Last year you have learned. This year you are learning only what you will get the remainder. Last year when you did, you got the quotient. What is the answer? That is called the quotient. You got the quotient. This year you are not getting quotient. You are getting only the remainder without dividing that. So you are not going to divide any polynomials here, but you are finding the remainder of the polynomial directly without doing division. So I will tell you, if p of x is a polynomial, degree should be greater than or equal to 1. It can be a linear polynomial, it can be a quadratic polynomial or cubic polynomial, any polynomial. Then if p of x is divided by x minus a, this is a binomial. A means any number it can come, x minus a. In general I am saying, so if p of x is divided by x minus a is any number, real number, then P of A will give the remainder. So you have to find only P of A. Here it is minus A. So sign has changed here. It has become P of A. So P of A, if you substitute that positive A instead of X and get the value, and that value will give you the remainder. Only thing you have to do is change the sign of the given polynomials. That A value's sign you have to change and substitute for X. You will get the remainder. One example I will show you. Example, P of X is equal to 3x square plus X minus 1. It is divided by X minus 1. See, here it is minus 1. So you have to change the sign. It will become plus 1. So what you have to do? You have to find P of 1. That answer will give you the remainder of this division. So just find that 3 into instead of x 1 square plus instead of x again 1 minus 1. This is equal to 3 into 1 square means it is 1 only. So 3 into 1 3 plus 1 minus 1. Plus 1 and minus 1 you can cancel. Both opposite sign, same number. So the answer is 3. So that answer, what is it that answer? Answer is the remainder. 3 is the remainder after dividing P of X, given P of X by X minus 1. So change the sign and find P of that value. You will get the remainder directly without doing division. Hope you understood, children. The definition I will give you now. Definition of remainder theorem. This is the remainder theorem. If P of X is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, then and P of X is divided by linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is P of A. So P of A will give the remainder. This is called remainder theorem. So you have to by heart this. This theorem statement is important, and even the sums also, how to find the remainder. Find the remainder of the polynomial when it is divided by another binomial. That also is important only. Now we will pass on to the exercise sums. Exercise 2.3, first main. Find the remainder when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by, first question is x plus 1. So x plus 1 means this is plus 1. What you have to do? P of minus 1 you have to find. Second one is x minus 1 by 2. So what you have to find? P of positive 1 by 2 you should find. Next one is x plus pi. So what you have to find? P of negative pi. And this one I will show you. So first we will do x plus 1. So x plus 1 means P of minus 1 you should find. Plus 1's just opposite sign you have to take. So P of minus 1. It has come like this, x plus 1, if you put it equal to 0, like 0 of a polynomial you will find, no, same thing only. Then x value equals, x is equal to, this positive 1 will change the sign and go to the other side, minus 1. So that minus 1 only you are substituting it here. So P of minus 1 equals, in this polynomial, wherever x comes, you have to put it as minus 1. So minus 1 whole cube plus 3 into minus 1 whole square plus 3 into minus 1 plus 1. So that is equal to minus 1 whole cube how much? Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. So odd number of times it is repeating means answer will be minus 1 only. Even number of times if it is repeating, answer will be positive 1. Plus 3 into, see this is even number of times it's repeating. So minus 1 into minus 1 it is positive 1. Plus 3 into negative 1 it is negative 3. Minus into plus 1. So that is equal to, this minus 1 and plus 1 you can cancel. This is 3 into 1 3. This is minus 3. So 3 minus 3 it is equal to 0. So what is the remainder when P of x equals x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 divided by x plus 1, remainder will be 0. So you have to write the conclusion. Therefore, remainder is equal to 0. Hope you understood, children. Second question, it was x minus 1 by 2. P of x is same question only. P of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. So x minus 1 by 2 comes means how to find x? X minus 1 by 2 equals 0 you should put. So x is equal to minus 1 by 2, transpose it will change the sign, it will become positive 1 by 2. So now for finding the remainder, you have to substitute instead of x 1 by 2 equals. In this, wherever x comes, you have to put 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 the whole cube, first one, plus 3 into 1 by 2 the whole square, second one, plus 3 into 1 by 2 plus 1, last constant. 1 by 2 whole cube. 1 cube is 1 only. 2 cube how much? 2 into 2 into 2, it is 8. Plus 3 into 1 by 2 whole square. 1 square it is 1 only. 2 square it is 4. Plus 3 into 1 by 2, 3 by 2. 3 into 1, 3 by 2 plus 1 equals 1 by 8 plus 3 into 1 by 4, it is 3 by 4 plus 3 by 2 plus 1. Now addition of fractions, how you will do? You have to take the LCM and find. 8, 4, 2 are the denominators. You have to take the LCM of 8, 4, 2. You have to take all even numbers only, least prime number is 2 only. So 8, 4 times, 4 2 times, 1. 8 divided by 2, 4, 4 divided by 2, 2, 2 divided by 2, 1. Again, even number only, so 2 only. 4 divided by 2, 2, 2 divided by 2, it is 1, 1. Only 1, 2 remaining, so again 2, 1, 1, 1. Till you get 1, 1, 1, you have to continue that. Now multiply all these 2's. 2 into 2, 4, 4 2's are 8. So what is LCM? 8 only. Now what you should do? Addition of fractions by using LCM. That is whole divided by LCM. 1 by 8 into LCM. Each term you have to multiply with LCM. Into LCM plus 3 by 2 into LCM plus 1 into LCM. Each term you have to multiply with LCM. Cancel 4 2 times, 2 4 times equals. Here 1 into 1, 1 only, plus 3 2's are 6, plus 3 4's are 12, plus 1 8's are 8. Now all you have to add. Divided by 8, don't forget that. All you should add that, equals 12 plus 8 is 20, 20 plus 6 is 26, plus 1, 27 by 8. So answer we got it as 27 by 8. So what is the remainder? By remainder theorem, remainder is 27 by 8. So this is the way you are using remainder theorem for finding only the remainder, not the quotient. Now third sum is x, third one, it is x plus pi. X plus pi, what will be the value of x then? X, what you have to put? X is equal to minus pi. You have to put x as minus pi in the given polynomial. So p of minus pi. What is given polynomial? P of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. So in that you have to substitute wherever x comes, you have to put minus pi. So minus pi whole cube plus 3 into minus pi whole square plus 3 into minus pi plus 1. So that is minus pi whole cube. It is minus pi cube only. Negative will not change because it is odd number of times it is repeating. Plus Negative pi whole square, it will change to positive pi square. So 3 pi square, negative into positive, minus 3 pi plus 1. So you can't simplify still more. So this is the final answer. So by remainder theorem, this is the remainder when x plus pi divided by this polynomial. So write that remainder is minus pi cube plus 3 pi square minus 3 pi plus 1. So hope you understood, children. One more sum is there. That is fourth sum. 5 plus 2x. So how you will find what value you have to put for x? As usual, 5 plus 2x equals 0 you should put. 5 plus 2x is equal to 0, then 2x you have to find. 2x equals, this positive 5 will go to the other side, it will become minus 5. Now x is equal to 2 into x is equal to minus 5. X alone means here it is multiplication. So it will come down, denominator as division. So x is equal to minus 5 by 2. Now minus 5 by 2 you have to substitute in instead of x. So p of minus 5 by 2 equals, equation is same only, x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. That is minus 5 by 2 whole cube plus 3 into minus 5 by 2 the whole square plus 3 into minus 5 by 2 plus 1, which is equal to minus 5. 3 times means negative only will come. Odd number of times if it is repeating, answer will be negative. 5 cube is 125 by 2 cube is 8. Now this is even number of times repeating, plus only. 3 into 5 square is 25 by 2 square is 4. Minus and plus, it is minus. 3 5s are 15 by 2 plus 1. So that is equal to minus 125 by 8 plus 25 3s are 75 by 4 minus 15 by 2 plus 1. Now take LCM and find the answer. So remaining you have to do the calculation, practice the calculation. These calculations are very important. Even in higher class also you have to use that. So hope you understood the remainder theorem, children. So any sum comes also you have to do. You have to know how to find the remainder alone by using remainder theorem without doing the division of polynomials. So few homework sums also I will give. So these are the homework sums, children. First one, verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial. P of x is equal to x square minus 1. X value is given minus 1. So substitute in x is equal to minus 1 in this. If it is 0, then you can say that x is equal to minus 1 is the 0 of the polynomial. Similarly, all this. Second main is find the 0 of the polynomial. So for finding the 0 of the polynomial, you have to equate it to 0. So p of x is equal to x minus 5. So x minus 5 equals 0 and find the value of x. These all sums are like that. So almost same type we have done. Third main, use remainder theorem and find the remainder when p of x, x to the power of 4 equals plus x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1 is divided by, first one it is x minus 1. So what value you have to substitute? Positive 1. Second one, x. X alone if it is given means is x plus 0. So what value for x you have to give? You have to give x equals 0. So this one x equals minus 1 by 2. This one x equals minus 1 by 2. Same value you have to give. So with this we are winding up this video. So practice all the sums, children. Thank you.